Ladies and gentlemen, my Lumpia, welcome back to the channel. And today, we got a very special servant of KuyaLumpia for you today. BioShock, the first one. Joining me today on commentary is my cousin JP.
Hello.
And fun story about this game. So this is like a classic, and I've never played it.
I think it's a classic, yeah.
I mean, you're not alone in that. I think like a lot of people love this game, and I played BioShock Infinite, and I loved that game.
We had a huge discussion on BioShock and its
artistic merits.
Yeah.
And I mean,
origins.
It's definitely. I would use the oft-used word revolutionary, but I think it's apt. For its time. But for some reason, every time I've tried to play this game, I could never really get into it. And I think it's because it's sort of like, it was in that sort of like early stage of games that, like the graphics were just, I don't know. Just hit new game. We'll figure out what's going on. So right now, JP's playing it, but I think at some points we'll probably switch off the controller every now and then. Yeah, and hopefully this will be the start of a really cool series. I think, I sort of owe it to the medium of games to give this title a try. I definitely know, at least like narratively, this is probably one of the first games to, well, I don't want to say one of the first because video games are, sort of, it has a long history, but this is a game, as far as like first-person shooters are concerned.
Yeah. Originally to me, this was one of my most favorite games that I started off with. I literally learned to love.
They were right.
But I don't know, it was one of my first games that I really got into. Like, the story. Yeah.
We'll go by the island.
But it was just very different on its own compared to like what was on the market at the time. And I thought it was really different.
The
story depth.
Yeah, how could you not? I mean, it has such a cool, like, the whole Art Deco, the aesthetic of it, the whole, like, Ayn Rand, Atlas Shrugged kind of vibe to it. I don't even know if it's me.
that.
Well, I mean, like, this was a game that I at least know in my coursework, where I went to university. I went to uni for game design and development. And this game, we actually had a lot of classroom discussion about this game and
cool.
And Infinite specifically, because Infinite came out while I was in school.
Part of your curriculum.
So it was very timely. Well, it wasn't part of my curriculum.
You had a whole section on BioShock.
I had a whole section on the Walking Dead game. That was big at the time.
Which Walking Dead game?
The Walking Dead, like the Telltale games.
Really?
Where you had to, for one of my interactive narrative class, I think it was what it was called. We had to play the first episode of it. That was like one of our textbooks.
Man, I wish I could play games for school.
It was cool. But wow. Dude, did we have subtitles on? I noticed that they didn't have subtitles on the cutscene. But this is fucking gorgeous.
I don't think
by the
for
way.
that cutscene there wasn't, but in game there is. I think I already turned it on too.
Yeah. Okay. This part is always gorgeous. I like. Man, I can't. I don't want to talk too much about BioShock Infinite, but given the fact that that's my only, substantial BioShock experience, just comparing the openings of these two games, like they're both really strong openings, but Infinite, I think, was better in my opinion. Like even though I
just started this game.
I know, yeah.
Oh no!
That's
oh my
true.
god.
That's true.
But
no gods or kings, only
they're
men.
both very good games though. Like
absolutely, yeah.
In their own way, they really tell a story of within their own worlds, because they are really two different places. I mean, even though they're part of the same franchise, they are very different stories in their own. But they still reflect the same premise, like the same narrative.
Yeah. That was the cool thing. That was the cool thing about Infinite, was that even though I had never I had played BioShock, but I never played it through completely. But playing through Infinite I had the sense of nostalgia for this game, even though I never played it. Like, it was just that identifiable that I immediately knew what the history of the BioShock franchise was. And, like, I could recognize sort of the homages to the original Rapture and, you know, the original, like, the Big Daddy and stuff. Like, I could pick up on those references. And,
I am Andrew Ryan.
but, yeah. Oh, and this guy,
Here,
Andrew
begin it,
Ryan.
just begin.
Okay,
Is
let
a
him...
man not entitled to the sweat of his
Is a man
brow?
not entitled to this? I love that
No,
stuff, man.
says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God.
Oh,
No,
well,
says
that's
the
really
man
useful.
in
Thanks,
Moscow.
subtitles. don't put yourself out there, subtitles. I don't want you to work too hard. Damn, that sucks.
Instead,
I don't want to
chose
just be like
something
completely quiet during
different.
this cutscene.
I chose the
No.
impossible.
This is like
Damn
where
it.
this is where the
Yeah.
awe moment.
Yeah. I chose Rapture. Shit's good, man.
City with the
At least like I think then
armies
to me before like you
where
know
the
new
science
games
would not be
like
bound
newer
by
games now and like with like
where the
how
great
graphic
would not be
intensive they are.
constrained by the
This
Yeah.
to me of the time was like amazing.
sweat
I don't know when I think it was at least like I think it was my sophomore year of high school or something at least. But
Oh, yeah,
like
that you played
that's
this?
that's like 6 years ago or something.
Yeah. Oh,
but
dude,
like
it's the Big Daddy.
but like
Look,
this was
he's
so
the Big
sick.
Daddy.
Like this just like this idea of a city underwater. I mean as much as like
Oh, dude, yeah, and like
weird
the
it was.
humpback whale. Look at that whale. This reminded me of like Star Wars. I got a huge like Star Wars. Yeah,
Star
no,
Wars
like
what?
Coruscant, like Coruscant in like Star Wars Episode like 2 or whatever. When they go there,
Oh yeah.
and they have because basically that's
okay.
what this
Because
is.
it's
Like,
yeah, you're basically
instead
flying
of-
between buildings.
yeah, instead of flying cars, like it's like fish
Yes.
cars.
Underwater.
Under the sea.
Under the
how much?
sea.
How much would that completely destroy the vibe if like Sebastian was just down here like eat so much bitter, downward it's bitter,
You know,
under the
there's
sea.
a part where you end up like walking through water, and that would be funny if you just
Oh, yeah.
popped out of nowhere.
I think it would be better if that was like the elevator music in the bathosphere.
Oh,
Like I
no.
just you just
Oh,
hear like the
no.
garbled like bit crust
That would be
version of it.
bad.
Under the sea.
That would just ruin the experience.
So this is the one thing I think is a pretty
This part
interesting.
scared me really.
Oh, dude, it
part's
is scary. Yeah, with these.
Like this like beginning sequence.
They
I actually
splicers, yeah.
I think I didn't really like when I saw the scene. I kind of like paused the game,
hell is
saved it,
going on
and
with
left it
subtitles?
like this
Yeah.
for like a week before I went back and
Oh
tried
yeah.
playing it again.
Oh.
I wasn't really a big fan of horror games or anything.
Yeah, yeah.
This
yeah.
was like I guess my first. It wasn't really. It's not
I'm right
really
there
a
with
horror.
you, man. Yeah. Oh
This
well,
was my
yeah.
first scary game.
It definitely has like the horror elements into it. You know that actually probably has a huge deal to do with the fact why I couldn't really get into this game.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think because like all the times that I've tried playing it, just like these opening segments, like I know that these opening segments are like cool, but I just look around at sort of
Yeah.
like this like it's like a deserted,
go further.
decrepit place, and it's just like man, like I don't really want it. And there's like zombie people. I know they're not exactly zombie people, but like
Feels like that though. I mean, whatever. They're scary. They're out to kill you.
yeah.
I don't want to be involved with
yeah.
that.
But just I mean like compare the openings between this and Infinite, where Infinite,
Yeah, Infinite
was
was
like
welcoming and
yeah, it's more of like you know like all of the dirt and like the grime is the underbelly, sort of like the stuff that like you know it's unsettling in how clean everything is, and you know like okay there's just got to be like some shit going on here.
but then
Whereas here,
you
it's
dust
just-
to find it, but then like here you're actually put into it.
Yeah.
It's all bad here.
Which, to be fair, I think like that's sort of the thing that makes Infinite really live up to the BioShock name is that's sort of the natural reaction from people who played BioShock. It's just like, oh snap, like, wouldn't it be cool to actually go through Rapture in its prime? Like not after it's freaking decrepit,
Yeah.
but like when it was, you know, the hustling, bustling, swinging joint,
Rat-tattling
we're all the
city it
cool
was,
het cats. Used to go do the jazz. What a freaking wrench! What is this? A half
Bill
life?
Cosby, everybody. Yeah.
Is it?
Oh.
That's who the main character is. Bill Cosby.
Oh,
Oh, no! He almost hit me with the flaming missile.
Oh, remember this room?
I do. Oh shit, dude! That guy. Oh.
Oh.
Man, the blood just looks like fruit gusher, like juice.
Yeah, so yeah, this is the room that you probably remember from Infinite.
Oh, dude, spoilers!
Oh.
No,
Oh, spoiler!
spoilers for BioShock Infinite, I suppose, for people who haven't played
warning.
this. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like with Infinite, it was cool because with Infinite, you could enjoy Infinite
See,
on
this
its
was
own.
like the signature place where this is where like I got that awe moment when I played Infinite. Like seeing this place again.
Yeah, because here it's more overt. Like you immediately walk in. Obviously, like the first introduction you have to Rapture is freaking two drugged out splicers murdering each other.
Yeah.
And then you come into this room and a guy throws a flaming desk at you. There's rubble everywhere, and
you
then it says
stick a needle in yourself.
yeah, and then it says like "Welcome to Rapture, opportunity awaits," and you're like, oh,
First thing
you're
do.
immediately on guard. And
I don't
you know,
understand why this was the first thing that you do. I mean, if you're here, I know you're on a mission, but like, really?
Yeah, it's just like you. Yeah, I think, and that's another reason why I think the original BioShock didn't resonate with me so much. Is with Infinite, you really get the sense that you are playing as a character, as Booker. Like you are Booker, and in this one, like I don't know, what's even your name, Jack?
Yes. From the beginning.
Jack.
You were on the airplane. That was
Yeah. Like, and that's like
You
the
had the
little
gift.
bit. That's like the little bit of story you had. Yeah, you looked what? You
You were
looked
the
at
one
like the
who
back
had the
of a
gift.
picture, or
No,
like
you-
then it's a to Jack.
Yeah, that was well no, it was like from yeah, was it 2 Jack? Yeah, that was.
Like I don't even remember. And then you just sort of like wind up
Because
here.
we were talking, that's why we weren't able to.
Yeah. Well, if the subtitles didn't go away, I'd be able to still read it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apologies to any of the Lumpia out there that might want to like actually know this story, but you probably know the story already.
But hey, we're
This
playing it
game's
for
old.
you. So.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the thing. I
this
think
is where the big daddies come
Yeah.
first,
yeah, this isn't going to be like the person that's like, whoa, like I've never played BioShock. Let me see what the story is.
Although
like watching this let's play. I don't think that's.
Although
what
that's for you. No, it's
series
not like
is.
this. Not for this. No.
But
But
it's
for
just
you-
sort of me because I've never played it before. So like I just sort
This
of
is
want.
you seeing the deal for the first time.
Yeah. Maybe I should be paying attention because it's me playing the first time.
That's okay.
I don't know.
We're gliding through.
But yeah,
So-
what I wanted to say was I think I at least know what's happening here because I've played the game past this point at least. But with BioShock Infinite, you get the sense that you're playing as a character, as Booker, and they establish him and his motivations early on. The whole idea of like, you know, repaying the debt. They keep enough mystery where you're just sort of like, oh, like what's, you know, they keep enough mystery where you don't know exactly what's happening, but you know, okay, I'm going to Columbia, and I'm going there to, you know, like find Comstock and do this whole thing with, you know, repaying the debt. So you know that much. In this one, it's just sort of like, you know your name is Jack, you find your way here, and immediately people just start talking at you.
Yeah.
Like
But,
they start telling you, go here, do this,
Yeah.
inject yourself with this rusty ass AIDS needle.
Yeah. But this is the first of its kind, though.
Yeah.
Like this was the predecessor before Infinite, and then they took the rights and they took the good things and bad things.
They took some of the good things.
But the nice thing is that this was made from the same creator, same developer,
yeah.
who made BioShock Infinite.
Oh yeah. And then that's the thing that I was sort of saying is that like they did a good job inheriting the legacy of BioShock 1, and then seeing, okay, what things did we do in BioShock 1, and how could we change up those things for the sequel? So the ways that, you know, how do we handle?
Oh god, that scared me.
Dude, you gotta shock the water when they're standing.
Oh. No, he just popped out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, these
God.
guys freaked me out, man. But yeah, and like so they really found out ways to change things up from how BioShock 1 was, which is good because obviously you don't want a repeat of BioShock when you play a sequel, because so much of what made this game resonate with people was how new it was.
Shit.
Oh, dude. It was just like sitting there. Well, I guess it's dark, so I couldn't see you.
You just start running at me, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting sort of the differences between these two games. The one thing that I don't like about BioShock Infinite is sort of how shooty it is. It's very
Yeah,
shooty,
it is
shooty.
very shooty. Well then, yeah, it was.
Shooty!
Oh shoot!
Oh,
Oh
Rudy!
shoot!
Shooty!
Oh god,
He was
guys,
already on fire.
He came
Did you,
from that
you
elevator
really needed
shaft.
to do that?
Oh my god! Just die.
He got burnt.
Oh.
Burnt.
Oh.
Barbecued.
But I love how simple this game is, though. Just like two types of weapons, or you know, one for the right hand, one for the left, and then you know you can like heal yourself by pressing X,
Yeah.
Y, no, not X. X is for your Eve or whatever. But anyways, like I don't know, it was a very simple process. And all you're doing is following through the story, killing things. And it's not too it's not too difficult to even fight these things either. So
Yeah.
it's kind of nice.
Well, what
but the only thing
difficulty
was
did you put it on?
I put on medium.
Oh, that's fine.
But I mean, like challenge-wise, it's easy to get through, but it's just like this fear factor that you have to
Yeah.
kind of get over.
Now, see,
That was the big one for me.
I only
So
played.
this, what the fuck is that?
Oh, this I remember. Yeah.
Like, listen to her.
It's very creepy.
Mom's gone. And I'm 32. Wait,
Excuse me, miss.
before? At none.
One time actually.
Do you know where the food court is?
Why is
No.
it today and not
I'm new here.
when you
Can you show me where I can find some help?
Why can't mommy hold
I stabbed myself with this needle.
There were some crazy people back there. I don't know if you want your kid back here, man.
No,
Ma'am.
no.
Ma'am.
Dude, hit her in the butt.
No.
Dude, hit her in the butt with your wrench.
That's sexy.
Dude, you shot right in front of her baby.
Oh.
What the heck
It's a
is
gun.
upside down? That is a ginormous revolver, by the way.
Yeah, one of a kind. There you go.
That poor baby.
Ugh. And this is scary too, that mask.
Dude, that Donnie Darko ass mask. Next time
Oh, yeah,
on
Donnie
KuyaLumpia, we're gonna go into this Kashmir restaurant. See what's going on. Happy New Year, 1959.